Hey, Switch leaders, I hope you had an incredible Easter celebrating the resurrection of Jesus. Hey, check this out. Over the past 3 days, we've had services here, and I got to see many of you, which has been so great. But I wanted to celebrate with you that this weekend we saw 72 people say yes to a relationship with Jesus. Let's go, man. It's so awesome what we get to experience, what we get to be a part of, and how God is moving here at Life Church Edmond. And so thank you for the ways that you're inviting people to church, the ways you are pouring into students and partnering with parents. All of these things matter in seeing God move in the lives of people in our community. So we're celebrating 72 eternities that are different because of the love of Jesus. And this Wednesday, I'm excited to see God continue to move at Switch. We get to talk about living a life of worship. And so I have the opportunity to preach the message this Wednesday. And we will be talking about how God has called us to worship Him, not just through song, but in the ways that we live our lives. And so for you, be thinking about what are the ways that you live out a life of worship, and then be thinking about your students. What are the ways that you can encourage them and inspire them to live lives of worshiping God? And so I've got the message guide attached below. Check that out ahead of time. I've also attached some incredible resources that I've shared with many of you before, but the Axis parent guides. You need to check these out, be reading through some of the different topics that they have available, be passing these on to the parents of your Switch students. It's an easy win to partner with parents, sharing these resources with them and encouraging them in these conversations with their students about some of these different topics, okay? Something else you heard in the message last week was talking about human trafficking. So Switch Fights Human Trafficking is something that we are going to be leading up to on May 4th. That's going to be the big night when we really lean into that. We have a new global mission partner, A21. If you've never checked out their website, go to a21.com. Their mission is to fight human trafficking, and they're going to be a new global mission partner, not just of Switch, but of our entire church. Switch is just leading the way in introducing them to our church. And so that's really cool. We're going to be educating our students about what that looks like and the travesties that are happening around the world, and how we as Christ followers can be a part of bringing light to darkness and trying to help fight that cause and rescue people from those difficult situations. And so that's a little bit of what you can be expecting coming up. And yeah, this week it's going to be a good night. At the end of the message, we're going to have worship at the end of the night again, like we did last week. And we're going to go through a guided prayer together, a time of just praying together as a Switch family. I believe it's going to be powerful. Thank you for all that you do. Reach out to your students this week. Invite them to be here on Wednesday. And we'll see you for Leader Huddle at 6:15.